LNG leaders in association with Cheniere Energy.
We want to really understand what the life cycle analysis is for our emissions, and that's starting from the wellhead all the way to the flange in which we deliver our LNG to. So like I said, we want to be part of the solution. We want to make sure that we understand the science behind it, and that when we do identify things that we can fix, we're going to fix it, both in conjunction with our customers, as well as for the part of the chain that we control.
Hello and welcome to LNG TV and today's episode of LNG Leaders. I'm Ali Vance alongside Adam Spry, and today it is our honour to welcome Corey Grindal, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Trading at Cheniere Energy. Having spent time with El Paso and managing Deutsche Bank's physical and financial gas trading desk, Corey joined Cheniere in 2013. He led the build-out of the company's supply and trading business, which facilitated Cheniere's evolution into the US's leading and world's fourth largest LNG supplier today. Corey, great to have you with us. Thank you for making the time.
Ali, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Now, congratulations on your recent SPA signed with ENN LNG in China. What's your opinion, and do you feel that perhaps more Chinese buyers then will be or are looking to lock in long-term volumes with US suppliers?
Thank you for that. We're very happy to have the relationship with ENN that we do have. I do think there will be, and I'm not just going to call it Chinese, but I do think there will be Chinese. I think there will be other Eastern Asian countries. I think there'll be other Southeastern Asian countries that will be looking to lock in more long-term volumes as they develop infrastructure, whether it be pipelines, regas terminals, and they look to displace coal and other dirtier fuels with natural gas. So I do think that there is a return. There will likely be an increase, but it's not just Chinese. It is the Southeast Asian market, which will really fuel the growth here for the next, 10 or 15 years for the LNG market.
We speak a lot about SPAs, and very often the headlines will focus on LNG SPAs on the sell side. However, it seems like one of the foundations to your success has been the IPMs that you've been signing on the upstream and midstream side with the likes of EOG over the last couple of years. How important have these IPMs been to the success of Cheniere?
Great question. We pride ourselves on innovation. When we first started the liquefaction business, we started with FOB deals with all of our original customers. We then focused to doing DES deals, delivery ex ship, to where we deliver volumes to our customers' facilities around the world on behalf of our integrated marketing company, CMI, Cheniere Marketing International. And then we went to these IPMs, and the IPMs were really a result of, we have great relationships with the upstream, the producer community here in the United States. And what the IPMs allow is they allow the producers to bring gas to us. We will process it into LNG. CMI will then market it around the world, and we pay our producers on an international index. So it's given them a broad pricing range, more so than what they're used to here in the United States, compared to just getting a Henry Hub price or a localized basis price. It's giving them international exposure. So we pride ourselves on the relationships that we have with our customers. We pride ourselves on the relationships that we have with the producers in the United States. We deal with 75 to 100 of them on a daily basis to bring the amount of gas that we require for our now 9 trains to feed all of the gas that we need there. So how important has innovation been? It's been very important, and we look forward to continuing to be innovative with our customers, not only here in the United States, but to the extent that customers need something else, we're happy to discuss with them and try to be innovative to meet their needs, because we are a client-focused business.
And in the same vein, when spot prices were low, many buyers were hesitant to sign long-term SPAs. That feels like it's shifting back. And does that then also add to perhaps next year increase in LNG infrastructure being sanctioned?
The answer is, of course, yes. Last year with COVID and the reduction in demand because of lockdowns, industry shutting down, people were comfortable buying spot because it was cheap. But now, with everything we just talked about, with this winter crunch that we're experiencing, these very high prices, I think it will lead to some more long-term contracting. We've been very public that we have a facility in Corpus Christi Stage 3 that we are looking to sanction. We have some contracts. Over the last couple of weeks, we signed up another couple contracts. So the market is coming to look for more longer-term supply as the longer-term demand is continuing to grow here for the rest of this decade and the next decade.
And if we look at the structure of the market, the ratio of short to mid-term as a percentage of the overall market over the last couple of years has grown to about a third. Would you expect this to rise mid-term, long-term, or have we hit a bit of a peak, a ceiling for how much of the market will ever be short to mid-term trade?
That's a great question, and I don't really have a good answer for you. I think there will always be a spot market now that one has been established. I kind of liken the LNG market to the U.S. natural gas markets in the late 90s and early 2000s, where deregulation had happened. A liquid spot market had been established. There will be some who always meet their short-term needs with the spot market. So I think you'll always have that. Will it balance? Will it rise? Will it go up? I think it's a function of price. I think it's a function of demand. Hard to say whether we've hit a peak or not. Like I said, I think time will tell on that one.
And Corey, how innovative are you hoping, or are you in terms of the shift towards carbon neutral energy? You had an important first this year supplying Shell with a carbon neutral cargo. Why was that such an important milestone?
What a great question, and what a great focus as we go into the future with the LNG business. My personal opinion is I am convinced that LNG is a part of the solution. We did this first deal with Shell on a carbon neutral basis so that we could understand how carbon offsets work, what do they cost? How do the registries that you deal with work? What are these different levels of offsets that you can buy? What are they really like, and what do they mean? And are they really, offsetting? So that's why we did that. It was an important first step, but let me just be really clear about Cheniere. We want to be part of the solution, and it's not a solution of just buying offsets to offset what we do shipping or what we do at our facilities. Again, part of this partnering that I talked about with the innovative piece is we have relationships with producers here in the United States. We have all of the relationships around the world to the customers that we serve at our facilities on FOB basis, as well as those that we deliver to around the world, as well as we're one of the largest ship charterers in the world, in the LNG shipping world. So what we have done is being part of the solution is we're putting in programs to understand our emissions, not only from the terminals, but working with our producers to understand what do their emissions look like, not only carbon dioxide offsets, but also methane. Same thing for our ships, same things for our customers in their regas facilities. So if you look at a lot of the steps that we've undertaken over the last year, we've, for the last 2 years, issued a corporate responsibility report that we will continue to publish. We've started our QMRV programs, both here in the United States, also on our ships, and QMRV is quantifying, measuring, reporting, and then verification. It's an ongoing process where we want to know what those emissions look like. Are there trends? Are there things that we can identify to fix, both in conjunction with our customers as well as our facilities? And then we've started doing it on the ships as well. So we want to really understand what the life cycle analysis is for our emissions. And that's starting from the wellhead all the way to the flange in which we deliver our LNG to. So like I said, we want to be part of the solution. We want to make sure that we understand the science behind it, and that when we do identify things that we can fix, we're going to fix it, both in conjunction with our customers as well as for the part of the chain that we control.
Brilliant, Corey. Thank you so much. And good luck with that work in particular, but also all your work, obviously, with Cheniere. And thank you so much for joining us here on LNG TV.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you also, though, for watching LNG TV in this latest episode of LNG Leaders. From Adam and myself, it's goodbye. See you next time.
LNG Leaders in association with Cheniere Energy.